The history of 15th Military Intelligence Battalion aerial exploitation follows the legacies of the surveillance aircraft of the Army. The 15th MI Battalion was constituted in the regular Army in January 1966. It was activated in February 1966 at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and deactivated at the conclusion of the conflict in Vietnam in 1972. During the Vietnam conflict, the 131st Aviation Company, composed of the OB-1B and OB-1C Mohawk aircraft, and the 156th Aviation Company, composed of the RU-8 Seminole aircraft, flew intelligence missions in support of the commander of forces in Vietnam. Both units participated in numerous campaigns during the conflict and returned to the United States in 1972. During the 1970s and early 80s, these units were redesignated and reorganized and eventually deactivated in one form or fashion. In 1985, the units were redesignated Alpha and Bravo companies, and the 15th Military Intelligence Battalion was reactivated in the form you see today. Today, the 15th MI Battalion provides timely and accurate aerial signals and imagery intelligence for the commander of 3 Corps and Fort Hood.
Colonel!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the change of command ceremony for the 15th Military Intelligence Battalion, 504th Military Intelligence Brigade. Today, Lieutenant Colonel Ronald McAdoo will pass the battalion colors to Lieutenant Colonel Joseph M. Blanco. Mrs. Elizabeth Thomas, wife of Colonel Trent N. Thomas, is now presenting the traditional yellow roses to Mrs. Christine McAdoo, wife of the outgoing battalion commander.
our units to order arms and parade rest.
The outgoing Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Ronald McAdoo, is a graduate of the United States Military Academy and has served in numerous positions of leadership in the Signal Corps, Army Aviation, and Military Intelligence. He holds a Master of Science degree in Operations Research from George Washington University and is a graduate of the Armed Forces Staff College. He is a Master Army Aviator. His previous awards include the Bronze Star with Oak Leaf Cluster, Meritorious Service Medal with 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, the Air Medal, 18th Award, and the Army Commendation Medal with 2 Oak Leaf Clusters. Lieutenant Colonel McAdoo is married to Christine McAdoo. They have 5 children: Phyllis, Heather, Jocelyn, Kenny, and Doug. Lieutenant Colonel Joseph M. Blanco is a graduate of the University of Oklahoma and received his commission from the Reserve Officers Training Corps at Oklahoma. He holds a Master of Science in Foreign Affairs and has served in numerous leadership positions in the infantry, Army Aviation, and Military Intelligence. He is a graduate of the Command and General Staff College and the Armed Forces Staff College. Lieutenant Colonel Blanco is a senior Army aviator qualified in the U-21, OV-1, and UH-1 aircraft. Lieutenant Colonel Blanco is married to Nancy Bromberg from Kansas City, Missouri, and has 2 sons, Michael and Eric. 2 centuries, the Stars and Stripes has been the banner under which Americans have lived, fought, and died. For more than a mere symbol, the flag is the embodiment of our government, people, ideas, and values. Thus, as the flag is presented to the reviewing officer, respect is paid to the nation.
Detachment, preset.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem.
Detachment, order. Bring out units, put arms, and parade red. On red.
Each unit in the United States Army has its own unique flag called the Guidon, or unit colors. For decades, unit colors have been the focal point as well as the rallying point of military units of every nation. Possession of the unit colors has signified control and responsibility for the actions of the unit. The ceremony of passing the colors from one commander to another shows the transferring of authority and responsibility between the two. The brigade commander has directed Battalion Command Sergeant Major Hentz, the senior enlisted member of the battalion, to transfer the battalion colors to Lieutenant Colonel McAdoo. Lieutenant Colonel McAdoo passes the colors to Colonel Thomas, symbolizing Lieutenant Colonel McAdoo's duties are now completed. By authority of paragraph 3-1A, Army Regulation 600-20, Lieutenant Colonel Joseph M. Blanco assumes command of the 15th Military Intelligence Battalion, Aerial Exploitation, effective 23 February 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Trent N. Thomas, Commander, 504th Military Intelligence Brigade.
General Mallory, distinguished guests, family members, friends of West Fort Hood, the 504th MI Brigade, and the 15th MI Battalion, fellow soldiers. Welcome to Fort Hood's most impressive change in command site. Praise the Lord for this beautiful day, the cool temperature that He's given us. Soldiers of the Nighthawks, you look magnificent. I'd be proud to be seen with you anywhere. First Team Band, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for the support. You sound magnificent. It's a great day to be a soldier at West Fort Hood. However, today is a sad day in the life of the Nighthawks of the 15th. They've lost a command team which has stood fast over the last 2 years while the battalion has accomplished the numerous tasks it has been called upon to do. Little things like Road Runners, Golden Sabers, and Phantom Sabers, and Harvest Moons, reef raiders, and multiple rotations to lovely Honduras. The Nighthawks have fully supported the brigade staff in the field by providing the best possible maintenance and med support, and along the way have met several other challenges. Lieutenant Colonel Ron McAdoo has quietly kept the Nighthawks at the top of the 3 Corps readiness charts with outstanding EDRI and CRISI and CMMI results. The 15th MI Battalion won the Chief of Staff of the Army's Supply Excellence Award for the Corps of Fort Hood during his tenure. Together, he and his lovely wife, Chris, have invested more than time and effort and energy. They have invested themselves as they trained, maintained, led, and cared for the soldiers of the battalion and their family members. The relationship between a battalion commander and his unit is a special one. While it was never truly his, he never owned any of it, the successful battalion commander's tour of duty represents shared experiences and bonds which transcend ownership. Lieutenant Colonel Ron McAdoo and Chris will always be a part of the Nighthawks. They will be missed as they depart for their next assignment as Deputy G2 of 3 Corps in Fort Hood. Our consolation is that they're not going far from us. We wish you and your family Godspeed and good luck. And remember, the karaoke machine will still be here when you get the urge to sing. It's also a proud day in the life of the 15th MI Battalion. Lieutenant Colonel Joe Blanco will be a superb commander. Colonel Blanco is the most qualified officer in our Army to next command the 15th. He's done everything there is to do in an aerial exploitation battalion. We welcome you to West Fort Hood and the 504th MI Brigade, and look forward to a continued close, professional, personally rewarding, and fun relationship with the 15th MI Battalion. I have every confidence that under your stewardship, the Nighthawks will achieve even greater excellence in the future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Ronald D. McAdoo.
Good morning, General Mallory, Colonel Aldridge, Mrs. Thomas, other distinguished guests, members of the 15th MI Battalion. First of all, I want to thank all of our guests for attending our change of command ceremony today. We really appreciate your presence here. First KF Band, I've always enjoyed your performances at functions and ceremonies throughout 3 Corps in Fort Hood. I'm especially pleased that you could lend us your support today, and I'll say that you've done another fine job. To me, it doesn't seem possible that 2 years have gone by since I assumed command of the 15th. It's been a fun assignment for me. The time has gone very quickly. I want to take this opportunity to express my feelings of pride and gratitude. First, to Colonel and Mrs. Thomas. Thank you for all the support and the guidance that you've given to me and my wife, Chris. The positive command climate, the caring attitude that you have fostered in the 504th MI Brigade almost guarantees success. Sir, I consider it a privilege to have served under your command. Officers, NCOs, and soldiers of the 15th MI Battalion, I'm proud to have been your commander. You have operated at a fast pace, and you have accomplished much. You supported the intelligence needs of 3 Corps, of FORCECOM, SOUTHCOM, LANTCOM, JCS, the National Narcotics Bureau Interdiction Service, and efforts throughout North America, Central America, and the Caribbean area. Many of you have endured repeated, extended periods of TDY away from your families. You've always done a good job, and you've always accomplished the mission. You've excelled in garrison activities as well, receiving the highest ratings on CMMIs, EDRIs, arms inspections, and other external evaluations. You've taken good care of your equipment. As Colonel Thomas mentioned, you were able to win out over 54 other competing units on Fort Hood for their 3 Corps Supply Excellence Award. Throughout this time, you've trained hard, you've met, or you've exceeded all of our training goals. You're truly ready to go to war. I commend each of you for your skills, your performance, and your determination to do your best at every task. I thank you for your support, your responsiveness, and your willingness to speak up whenever you saw a way that we could do something better. I know that you'll continue to exhibit the same professionalism under Lieutenant Colonel Blanco's command, and I wish you all the best. To Colonel Blanco, my congratulations. Joe, you couldn't ask for a finer environment or a group of soldiers to work with. Please accept my best wishes for success in all you do. Finally, I want to thank my wife, Christine, for all the help she has given me, not only in this assignment, but for the 20-plus years that we've been married now. She has a full-time job raising 5 children, but she's always found time to help me out and to support me in all that I do. She's a large part of any success that I've enjoyed. So to you, Chrissy, to the soldiers of the 15th, thank you for making this my most enjoyable, rewarding assignment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Joseph M. Blanco.
General Mallory, Colonel Thomas, Colonel Aldridge, distinguished guests, and most importantly, soldiers of the 15th. About a year ago, I was tasked to conduct the RTEP of the 15th MI Battalion. My team and I arrived from Savannah, Georgia, not knowing exactly what to expect since we were coming from a unit that had a real-world mission to one that had basically a training mission. We were pleasantly surprised. We found a unit that was well-trained, with high morale, and an attitude that there was no mission it could not accomplish, and no goal it could not achieve. You have set and maintained high standards. I look forward to serving with you in the continued quest for these high standards. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 15th Military Intelligence Battalion, 504th Military Intelligence Brigade passes in review, led by Major Frank J. Hegelman III. The Command Sergeant Major is Ronald E. Hicks. and Headquarters Service Company is commanded by Captain Charles R. Bailey II. The first sergeant is Sergeant First Class Willie J. Bates. Also company is commanded by Captain Michael W. Drum. The first sergeant is First Sergeant James O. Moore. Bravo company is commanded by Major Tommy L. Meeks. The first sergeant is Sergeant First Class Robert K. Tucker. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. Thank you for attending. A reception will be held at the West Fort Hood Recreation Center. Thank you.